Hey, I'm trying to do a video here. Can you move? This is a video about how I'm going to create this chase set for Dungeons and Dragons. When you have a chase in D&D, there's special rules that say the person being pursued can move so far, but you keep them in the middle, and then you have the other players move up with them. I always felt that was kind of boring. So this idea is that I have this roll of paper that I'll be able to draw the map on, and then using this tubing, originally I was going to use PVC pipe, but I don't happen to have any handy tonight, so I have kind of this cardboard tubing that this is going to get wrapped around, and a little crank to move it across some cardboard and wood so that every time the players move in pursuit of their target, everything will actually move and we can crank it instead of doing the special rules, which I think will be a lot more interesting and have more variety. So this is just we're not going to go into super detail, it's just going to be clips of me making different parts of it so you get the idea of how I made it, and then hopefully what I cut to in a second will be the finished product, and then you can watch the how it's made. Now, I don't want to buy anything because it's Thursday night right now and this is for Saturday. So I have a box of PVC right here. I've got a bunch of pieces. I'm going to see what fits that I can make some kind of a crank. And already I can see this looks like a good shape. Maybe with some tape that can get in there real nice. And then what can I put? Ooh. Aha! Ha ha! So we got this now. Do I have something? I don't think I have any PVC pipe that small. That's a different size than. Ooh. I could probably rig something up. Oh. Bailee. And then this can just slip out so I can do the other side. I hope I have two big pieces. Alright, so I've already glued this one in and it started drying. I can already tell it's still moving, but it's going to glue up just fine. The idea is this doesn't fit totally flush in here, so we're going to take some duct tape, wrap it around the edges, use some wood glue to secure it in place. It doesn't have to be the strongest, just that it'll get the friction on it, so that we can spin it with our crank. There's not going to be a lot of force on it anyway. Alright, next I'm going to generously pour some wood glue all inside of here. Should be nice. And just stick our piece in there and it should hold quite nicely. We can always duct tape this on the outside. This whole thing's going to get painted anyway, but that should do for now. Alright, for the next part, we're going to have this piece of wood right here, and this on top of it. Maybe the other side, yeah, it's cleaner. So this whole thing's gonna ride on top of this nicer surface, and I'll kind of duct tape those down, but we're also gonna glue it. This is just a cardboard box. Flip open. I'm just gonna gratuitously put glue. There. And we're going to take this whole thing and set it down on top. Now, you gotta be quick because it's going to drip, but I want to make sure that it's it's nice and center. I'm just going to set it there for a second, grab my tape measure. This is roughly 9, so we're going to have 5 on each side. Kick this over just a bit. Alright, next what we're going to do is use this epoxy to stick these two guys together. First we're just going to pop it down on some paper. Probably overkill for what we're doing. This could have probably been done with hot glue. And I decided it was going to go in this way. I'll make sure I do that right. Then nice and hard. Alright, so to make sure that this sits nicely on the table, we've got these furniture pads, which we're going to stick down on it. And for these long ones, these will be appropriate for sides here. So I'm probably going to stop filming so that Bailee can hold this part while I wind it up. But you get the idea. We're going to transfer this onto here and then onto the other side, and then we can freely go in between them. Got our paper rolled up. Here's how it's going to do. Check that out. We're ready to start drawing some lines, many lines. Alright, so now I'm drawing the lines on the paper. I've decided I'm not going to draw lines going this way because it would require me to roll it. I mean, it'd be quite easy. I could just put my pen there and roll it to get a straight line, but then do that for every one was kind of a hassle. And as I've started been doing these horizontal lines, I feel like it almost kind of makes it look faster. If we don't care about left, right so much, it's all about the chase, because some of these turns, it's going to be, you know, if you're running 60 spaces in a turn, that's going to be pretty much this whole thing. So just it's going to be a really quick, fast thing, and here's how I'm making the lines. I've taped my square onto it so I know I have nice straight lines, and then I'm just pulling my Sharpie down like this, and I have little marks here and here to know where the next inch is. Just shift it, draw another line. It's quite easy. While we're at it, you see these little shapes that I've traced here. And have buildings that go by during the chase. I don't want to roll it, but you can see it will move along the paper as I crank it. And they'll have to avoid those buildings. I think that would be pretty fun. You're messing it up.
Oh no!
Oh no! Get off!